I have it timed so well in my head now that I know when it's about to start and that I'm not ready. How's it going? How's it going, everybody? Happy Sunday. Oh, that's me. All right. I'll go through roll call here in a minute. I just gotta manage the things. All the things. I don't know why I'm so far behind today. Oh, it'll be all right. It'll be all right. In the meantime, thanks PCB Wave for sponsoring the video. As always, they're good to me. Coupon's still good, I think. I don't know if it expires. Somebody was going to use it last week that was on. Can't remember who it was. We might talk about if we, I've got a variety of things we could talk about today, and I'm open to changing that to other things. But one of the things on the list is the HA Switchplate. We just barely talked about that a little bit last week. That's still a good project. Still a good project. Still a way to get a cool touch display control for Home Assistant. So we're thinking about, okay, now we can do roll call. All right, Ryan Smith is first. Fantastic. David, Tech Turtle, thank goodness. Got a guy that's texting that's messaging me that needs to he looks like he's got some Josh. I've seen his logo before. I know I've chatted with him before. He's having a controller issue. Maybe he can. I told him come on the stream and we can maybe try and get it figured out. Anyways, we got Craig, Ken, Toma. Well, we got a lot of new names. Seems like new names. That's great. Welcome, welcome. Pat's here. Vanessa, thank goodness. Bob, all right. Alexander, all right. You're late. Carl, Tony, Richard's here. Greetings, programs. All right, Matt, Andrew, fantastic. Alex is here. How's it going? Mike, hello. Studying for step 2. Perfect time for a study break. Oh, boy. Oh, good luck to you, my friend. Good luck. Good luck, good luck, good luck. Greetings, greetings, greetings. About 20 minutes before I have to get an Uber to the airport, flying home from Louisville. Oh, well, we'll try and make the most of that 20 minutes, but I promise there's probably not too much I'll be able to partake or anyways, we'll keep you entertained for 20 minutes, Richard. Good luck on your flight back. All right, finally got to watch a live stream. Cam, how's it going? All right, I jumped all the way down here. Sir Goodenough's here. Thank goodness. All right, from the UK. Yeah, I would not buy that, Alexander. No. Enrique Bras, Brazil. Mongo Wongo. Oh, thanks, buddy. Thank you, thank you. Do you want unicorns or planes or squirrels? What would you like? I'll play the little ditty. The little thing. That's all, folks. Man, oh man. There it is. Mongo Wongo. Thank you so much, my friend. Mongo Wongo Super Chat $5. Hey, that decided to work today. How about that? That hasn't worked in a while. All right. Planes, he says. Planes is this one. All right. Well. Let's see. Thank you. All right. Let's go on to what do you guys want to talk about? Should we look at good afternoon, Johnny. How's it going? Should we look at the WLED? I had the page up, but I guess I got rid of it. So WLED came out with a 13.3, and I just want to see what the changes are. I didn't really look at the changes yet. 13.2. Sorry, did I say 13.3? I was wrong. All right, Barry's here. All right, let's just read the release notes here and see what changed in WLED 13.2. This is all generic information. Let's go to releases, maybe. There we are. Okay, 13.2. Version highlights, in addition to the ones from 13.1, various small improvements and bug fixes. The new default partition layout is incompatible with file. Oh, I think this was from before. We knew that from before. That was 13 versus the older versions. So config and presets, but we wiped upon updating an ESP from 13.04 beta 4 or earlier to 13.2. Third OTA methods are unaffected. I think most of the time you should be able to do the OTA. Not always, but most of the time. Why doesn't blink work? I don't know. Okay, so maybe this was really just a lot of basic fixes, huh? Not too much different. Isn't Air Cookie, we're going to make our own custom effects? He's working on a lot of stuff. The last I saw, and there is a, for those of you on Discord, there is a Discord server for WLED. Let me make you the invitation. Actually, there probably already is one. So good enough. You already have you probably already have a shortcut to get people invited to the WLED. Boom. Here is Dr. Z to put us all to sleep today. I might put you all to sleep today. See, I knew you did. I knew you would. So good enough's got a link for you there for WLED. So there's a Discord server there that will get you linked in. Get you linked into the latest news. And the last I remember seeing, I think there was some things about custom effects, but I think some of the bigger things were like making some of the sound reactive things and the matrix control stuff part of the main release. So speaking of WLED, any ETA on ESP32 with Ethernet add-on boards and the data booster? Crane says, I will give you information from the latest update that I have from Quindor. He is sending me, here we go. This is what we got coming. A whole bunch of Unos with onboard antenna, external antenna, and Ethernet. Quads with onboard antenna, external antenna, and Ethernet. And then some ESP32AE Plus. Some with an SD card. And some with the infrared receiver and the mic, or I guess probably sender and receiver. And some that are full. So the AE Plus. So if we look at what the AE Plus is, let's go look at what the AE Plus is. And these things that he's sending, he hasn't sent yet, but usually once he sends them, they're here within a few days, because he usually sends them DHL by a plane. So these are going to be this is the ESP32. I don't think this is Ethernet though, is it? I don't think this is Ethernet. I think this is, maybe it is, because EA, isn't that that's his code for the Ethernet ones, right? I think these are Ethernet. Pre-assembled. Initially, they're only being sold through the AllNet store, but once they get a batch goes out to DrZzs, they'll be available there too. That's coming up. Specifications on this page. Let's look there. 3 versions. Full version has all the functionality: touch, IR, microphone, micro SD card, 3x LED channel. Has touch, IR, receiver, and digital microphone. Ideal to add sound reactive or remote control. Microphone requires WLED sound reactive version. Touch, micro SD card reader, and 3x LED data channel. Ideal for use with extra LED channels with an ES Pixel stick. You can use a micro SD card reader to store your F-sequence files locally. Only sold as a complete module. I don't think those are Ethernet. Yeah, these are the regular onboard antenna versions. Only external antenna version. Because of a lot of copper, of copper included on the top board and wires coming out of the extra LED data ports, potentially it will obstruct a lot of the wireless signal of the baseboard. Because of this reason, the ESP32 Plus will only be sold with the external antenna, ESP32 board. Some may say, but Ethernet version does come with an onboard antenna, and that is correct. But this is because 99% of the user is going to use the Ethernet port after initial setup, which is not the case for the AE Plus board. Board delivered together with a decent antenna and a suitable pigtail cable. Okay? So actually, that kind of sounds like I don't have ESP32s with the external or with the Ethernet. I don't think those are coming. Blame work habit. Yeah, it's a work habit that I put everybody to sleep. With the Ethernet add-on boards. Oh man, Crane, I'm sorry. Air Cookie's working on custom effects as part of his master's doctorate degree. Oh, wow. Need the SD card version to make it work with Cope Light's controller as a remote receiver. That's right, Nicholas. I think that was the purpose of that thing. I did the firmware update a few days ago. I'm running an Uno with Pixie lights. Everything was working fine before the update, but now it is set to solid. There's a brief blink about every 15 seconds. Oh no. Anyone having an issue? Tried rebooting the Uno, no luck. How did you update the flash? So you can't change the effects at all, Mongo? You can't change the effects at all? Firmware update. Can you go back? You have access to the interface? So the problem that our friend here reflashed the firmware on my Ender 3 V2 and it's working again. Awesome. Let's see. Josh is having the trouble. Via USB. Oh man, I'm having like Did Uno help brain seizures. The FPP remote mode, there's no data going over the network, just sync packets. So Wi-Fi can handle it. Ethernet won't be needed. Oh, there you go. Good, good, good. Joseph, the blink issue is known. Check the GitHub. Oh. You mean with? So is that a known problem with 13.2? AirCookie enabled the ESP hardware reset supervisor in ESP 13.2 is causing all the lookup issues. Oh, okay. Okay. I'm helping this fella on Discord who's writing me. There's a blink. They're working on it. Sweet. Scott's here. Thank goodness. Thank you, Scott. What's the fix for that? Is that under issues probably? Probably under the latest issues. Random flashing after update. Here it is. What happened? Here, I'm gonna pop this in there. He made a different custom firmware. Oh. Same issue, same issue, same issue. Up to the documentation, the watchdog is initialized. Panic is set to true. My very limited knowledge, the whole CPU should reboot, and I would expect uptime to reset to 0. Well, here's what my simple brain says. Go back to 13.1. Because I don't know that 13.2 didn't add a whole bunch. Oh, there's Rob. How's it going? I have random flashing on every firmware above 13.0. Pretty rare, but still happens. How's it going, Rob? How's life, man? No, there's a 13.2. There's still a 13.1, Josh. Oh, here's a binary without WDT enabled for testing. So that's the custom firmware that you said? If you guys want this, you can get this. Sorry, somebody's throwing things back there. I'm not going to get that. I would just go back to 13.1. 13.1 is working fine. Maybe I don't think I've had random flickering. Most stable version I found is 13 beta 4. 13.1 is pretty good. Anyways, I'll drop this link in there. So Josh, you can get other versions. If you go to releases, let's see, right here, there are 34 releases. So you can do 13.1 right here. Yeah, so 13.1 is the way to go. If you're gonna do a hard, I guess that's what you would call it, like a hard reflash with the USB cable, then you can still select 13.1. Let me show you. So I'm going to, oh, that's the wrong cable. That's the wrong cable. That's the wrong cable. Do I have the right cable anywhere at all? No. No. Come on, what? That's impossible. Boop, 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 boop. Well, we'll do it this way. I don't know if it'll work. We'll see. It's the install. Install.wled.me. Yeah, so here you can just select older versions too. Sound reactive, or just go to 13.1 and then install it when you have your thing plugged in. But I don't have a cable apparently in front of me. That's a USB-C. Oh yeah, I have this. That's right, I do have this. So then if I go to install, I can select this one. But the point was, that's not important. This was the point. You can do 13.2 or you can do 13.1, but that's if you unplug it and plug it in manually to the computer. If you wanted to, OTA installs will only go bigger. To go back, you'll likely have to do a serial install. Okay. Well, so do that then. Plug it in. I would do that. So that's unfortunately means you got to take it down. If you have it already installed. Have any idea on D1 minis that will not boot if LEDs are connected? If you power up the board with no LEDs and then connect. So how are you powering them, Crane? How are you powering them? Because maybe your power is not sufficient to run the D1 mini when the LEDs are running. That's what it sounds like to me right off the bat. How's it going, Restreambot? I haven't talked to you in a while. That was funny. Good job, James. Good job. As long as you're making yourself laugh, that's all you need. That's all you need. Oh, staying busy? Good, good. Random flag. Okay. Good, good. Is there a way to add an ESP32 into the ESP Home app on Home Assistant without overriding the config, or just read the config? What are you trying to do, Tap? Let's see what you're trying to do. So you're trying to, without overwriting the config. So do you mean you have an old one? So you have an ESP32 that has a configuration file on it, and you want to use it with your current Home Assistant and not overwrite it? Is that what you want to do? Or you want to use it with a different version of Home Assistant or a different thing? 13.1 and 13.0 doesn't work with X-Lights upload if you use it. Uh-oh. Some of these other guys know so much more X lights than I do for sure. 10 amp, 12 volt power supply with a buck converter, stepping down voltage to 5 volt, 12 volt directly to the lights themselves. Boy, that sounds perfect. Are you powering, then the next question, when you're powering the D1 Mini, are you powering it through the pins or are you powering it through the USB port? I remember there was some difference there. Like maybe powering it through the pins wasn't providing, maybe I'm getting mixed up with Raspberry Pi, but maybe there's a difference in the circuitry if you power it through the pins versus if you put it on the USB, if you power it through USB. Previously, no longer shows up in the ESP Home app. Doesn't show up at all. Bummer. Okay, is it broadcasting? Is it broadcasting a Wi-Fi or an access point you can connect to? Powering it through the pins? Try powering it through the USB port. That might mean sacrificing a USB cable. I've had to do that. It continues to function and provide data to Home Assistant, but it's not showing up in the app. Maybe. Do you need to go to the integration maybe and try and add it? Can you do that? Wasn't there an ESP Home thing here somewhere? Yeah. I guess it's not showing up here, right? I don't think you can add another ESP Home. Maybe, yeah. So try this. Try this. If you know, do you know the IP address? You must have it connected to your network. So maybe you can put the IP address in here, and maybe then it will find it. Maybe it needs that. That's a guess. Are both regulated on an ESP? If you power via 3.3 volt pin, it's unregulated. Weird problem for a while with companion app. It will only send unknown as a location all the time. Does anyone experience that problem except me? It worked good for some years, but stopped working. Did you miss any magic smoke? Nope, Jamie, not yet. What is the best cost-benefit hardware to set up an NVR frigate? Woo, what do you guys think? Shows up in the integration, but not the ESP Home app. That's crazy. Huh. Shows up here, but not in the ESP Home. When you say the ESP Home app, you mean over here? It doesn't show up? Look at all that red. Yeah, there's a few working now. Oh, everybody has so many problems. Oh, I'm overwhelmed. I'm overwhelmed. I'm not sure what to do about that, Tap. Anybody got any ideas? Frigate is cool, but Coral TPU is unobtainium. Unobtainium. Just had people getting lost, not tracked with Life 360. The tracker name had changed. I had to, so mine was also not tracking with Life 360 for a while. And what did I end up doing? Oh, I had to update the app on my phone. That's all. Salt level. Is that for online gaming? I am so not salty when it comes to online gaming. Not that I game that much anymore anyways, unfortunately. Having trouble getting the second channel working. Did you know ESP32, power supply running, LEDs. Set the GPIO pin 3 per diagram. Uncle Buck, let's see. Do you have... so when you go into the hardware, this is good. I mean, I am feeling like I don't have a lot of good answers today, but that's not going to stop me from trying. All right, let's see. Where's my PC mode? So if you go to config and you go to LED preferences and you go here and you're setting a second one. Oh, this is a bad example. That's a bad example. Let's not use that example. Let's use a different example. I don't remember all the remember the IP addresses of my controllers anymore. So bad. Oh yeah, I thought I had one that was 110. Oh, I do. Here it is. I don't know which one it is. Oh, audio reactive. Okay. So this one we can use. Can we? No, I don't think we can either. This one's also going to be. Yep, nope. We don't want that one. Oh, wait, it went back to 42. Let's try 58. This one will work. Okay. All right. So now we can go, I don't know what version this is. It's probably not. Let's see what version it is. Is it going to tell me here? 12. I think that's probably still fine. Let's see, LED preferences, start and count. So pin 16. So you put the pin in here when you added a new one, right? Then this start count, did you get that part set up and that's not doing what it's supposed to do? Oh, man. Derailed totally from the planned stuff as usual. In the past, when the app craps out in Android, I've cleaned the app storage. You basically lose everything and have to set it all up again like a fresh install. Oh my gosh. And you're talking, James, you're talking about Home Assistant on the Android app? Oh, you're making me want to be a caveman again. All these things breaking. I just want to go back to just like a campfire and a stone house in the mountains without anything that breaks. Already tried toggle the permission on and off, so probably needs a clean storage method. Oh no. Strange pics of consumption with energy integration. Can you show us your template sensor? Strange pics of consumption. Sure. So you want to look at this? The template sensor for that guy? Let's see, it's probably going to show my secrets file. Nope. Okay, good. We're believe it or not, we lucked out. All right, so let's see. So here's the template sensor for my solar stuff. I guess the best thing to do with this, I can put it in Discord if y'all want to see it. We'll put it in the live stream. Live stream. Okay. Bum 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 bum. I wonder what'll happen to that in this chat here. It probably won't show up in this. That's okay, guys. We haven't done much. I've led some people on some wild goose chases. People coming asking for help troubleshooting things, and I have no information for them. I think you should play the intro again and start over. Everybody's stuff is broke. Yeah, you want the secrets? You want the secrets. You can't handle the secrets. Does that help with the template there from my solar power stuff? Seems to be working fine for me. Seems to be working fine. I wonder if the Whobbit house is oh yeah, there's my address again. You're welcome. Finally get to go up to the Whobbit house this week for the first time in like a month. Everything's working pretty well. Obviously need to change. I think I may need to change some batteries in a couple of the temperature sensors there, but I also just want to put more temperature sensors up there, real ones, hardwired ones that aren't going to give me this issue. But yeah, things are working up there. Battery, it's plenty of solar, which is weird because there's not a lot of solar production, but I guess we're not using a lot of battery either. The hot water heater is on, but it's not using any power. So the water's plenty hot. This concerns me a little bit. Why is the well tank not coming on? It's cold in the house up there. Anyways, we'll get up there soon. As like not 75% of us already know where you live. Money more exactly, you know? Exactly. You can have it. Okay. What else did I even say we were going to talk about? So you could tell from the title on the stream this morning that I was feeling a little scattered. Who's surprised? Yeah, not me. So what were the other things we said? So we were going to look at 13.1 or 13.2. And maybe right now, I mean, unless there's some benefit to you that you look at 13.2 and you're like, oh yeah, I got to have that because maybe one of those bug fixes is a bug that's personally causing you trouble. If that's the case, then go ahead and go to 13.2. Otherwise, stick with 13.1, which has been working fine for me. Or as you can see, I still have some on 12. So once again, if it ain't broke, don't update it. That's a first, right? HA Switchplate, that was the other one. What was the other thing we were going to talk about? I had something else on there too, but I'm happy to talk about the HA Switchplates because I have some and I like them. I like them a lot. Let's play with an HA Switchplate. This is one right here. This one I think is already programmed. Let's try one that's not. I have several of the screens. I know here comes the time where I have to. Oh, we were gonna do the Rhasspy. We were gonna do the Rhasspy Junior. Well, what would you guys rather do? HA Switchplate or Rhasspy Junior? We'll take a couple minutes of votes here. Home Assistant Core will fix my problem, but I don't think so. But who knows? It's the only way to know. That's true. Home Assistant I do update actually these days, like constantly. I don't wait anymore. Love my HA Switchplates. I don't use enough HA Switchplates. That's for sure. All right, let's go to this. Now let's adjust, because we always have to adjust the video. That's probably something I should start doing at the beginning, right? Like maybe I'll make my intro song a little bit longer and do some of this stuff during the beginning. It's like I have to do the same thing every time. Okay, that looks pretty good. What do you think? Okay. Check out my favorite products, right? Live stream, but I'm late. Good thing you're here, Daniel. Good thing you're here. Oh boy, we got somebody keeping track of the votes. Boy, it looks like they're back and forth. Pretty back and forth. So what I have, okay, this will work. So I've got a variety. You can see here I have a variety of things. So this is one that is already working. One of the nice things about this, about the HA Switchplate, is you can, and I have for a long time, just powered it directly with the USB into the D1 Mini. So I put the USB into the D1 Mini, and that apparently is fine. That's enough power to power the board here. So that's great. So you can use this in any sort of like compact little place, and you don't need 120 volts going to it. Now, when Luma designed it, I think his purpose was to put it in the wall, in where you have a current circuit for like your lights or something. So he designed the circuit board to work with a 120 to 5 volt power supply. So this one has a 5 volt to 1 volt power 120 to 5 volt power supply, and the receivers for a D1 Mini. This one, I put this on and then I soldered the D1 Mini on, but D1 Minis are flaky. D1 Minis are flaky. So, and it's not like you're saving much space. So I would recommend doing this, because your D1 Mini can take a dump on you. And if it does, and you've got it hard wired to your circuit board, that's going to suck. So that's my 2 cents. But all you really need, here's another one. All you really need is the D1 Mini and the screen. You don't even need the circuit board. The circuit board's nice, but you don't need it. So maybe we can hook it up without one. What should we do? Copying the HASP board is encouraged. The files are on his site. I think everyone is coming to you for their issues, because if you ask, they say go to Discord or Discord. Yeah. Well, and I love that people do come. I want people to be able to. I I want people to be able to come and ask questions. I feel bad when I don't have the answers. And it's hard to, like giving, if it's outside of the couple of normal things that happen, it's hard to know what to do. And you want to help somebody, but it's also hard when, with limited information. I think just about any of these problems, if I was sitting in front of the thing that's broken, the thing that's not working, I had it in my hand and I could do what I would normally do to go through all the testing and stuff, I'm sure we could, if not fix the problem, at least determine what the problem is and what needs to be replaced. But boy, I feel like I get in that situation a lot. And it might be because so many good people are handling so many problems that when they come to me, sometimes they're like the unsolvable. And I try to not just jump to, well, let's replace all your hardware right away, because hardware is expensive. Discord's been quiet lately. Please come anytime and ask. If someone knows, we can help. Sir Goodenough is a star. And there are lots of stars that are happy to help. So don't give up. Don't give up. Don't give up. But hey, Sonoff T1 through 3 could have the same fun with. Is copying PCB forbidden? No, I don't think so. You mean, Barry, do you mean like taking his PCB design or something? And the files are available on his GitHub. So you can print it yourself, or I think you can just take the files and modify them if you want to. You just can't take his files and sell them, but I don't think that was part of your intention at all either. All right, Mike 47's here. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. Collectively, we do know an awful lot. We do. Stars are only in the sky. That's a good question. I don't know how copyrighted a PCB would be necessarily. Not sure. Oh, this is a good one. You have to use the 3 golden rules. 1, don't trust anything the last guy says. They couldn't fix it. 2, try the easiest thing first. 3, 99% of the time it's user error. Yeah. And that's the trouble, Neb, is we got to try and get to that. Which error is the user making, maybe, or which thing are they, and I know this, having struggled through plenty of my own problems of my own making, and trying to get help. You don't know what the important information is when you're trying to give it to the person who's trying to help you. It's very easy to look past the stuff that's important, not because you didn't know it was important. And then when you're the person asking for help, you want that to be an efficient transfer of information. It's hard. It definitely is hard. So anyways, did you turn it off and back on again? The hive mind of Discord works well. Yes, it does, Joel. How are you doing? The error is often between the screen and the keyboard, between the chair and the keyboard, between the chair and the mouse. Amen to Turtle's statement. I've used this tactic before. It works. Which one did Turtle say? If you ask in Discord and a few hours go by and someone didn't answer, please ask again. Very true. Very true. Because not everybody's on all the time. And sometimes we get on and we just kind of wipe the old messages and start over. Did you connect the power, Joff says. Where did we end up? So should we do, let's do an HA Switchplate and then we'll do the Rhasspy Jr. Is that okay? Unless I missed that there was a significant difference. It seemed to me like that the voting between HA Switchplate and Rhasspy Jr. was about tied. And that's true, and it is. And the more you know, sometimes, the harder it is to remember what it is that somebody who's new might have skipped, or what you assume that they know something and they don't because they're new, and it's okay to not know when you're new, and it's okay to forget when you're old. Happens to me all the time. James says Rhasspy now. I got all these HA Switchplate things out. This is probably pretty easy. Let's do this. Let's go to the Switchplate thing. All right, let's do it. 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 We're going to close this. We're going to close this. Oh, now we lost connection. Something's going on here. Oh, now it's back. Never mind. I was looking at this as I was closing Windows. WLED, PCB way. Oh yeah, the Banggood thing. Banggood sent me, there's a link in the description. Banggood sent me a speaker, but the girls are using it right now. And I thought this was the one that they sent me. I think this is the one that they sent me. kind of steep. It looks cool, and it does have LEDs that bounce, and the fact that the girls are using it, and I can't ever get them to leave it in my office long enough for me to show it on the stream, tells you that it's good, that they like it. But I did also see this one, which looks very similar, but is cheaper, quite a bit cheaper. Doesn't that look the same? And it still has the lights too. And this must be a flash deal, and it's very possible that this is a flash deal because they knew that I was going to share this. So it's got a huge battery, 5 amp hour battery, 100-watt speakers. It sounds good. There's an equalizer thing on it, and the equalizer thing was a little tricky to try and get dialed in. There were several different settings, and I just left it on the basic setting, and it sounded better. It has a strap. The girls really like this too. It has a strap that goes over, so they carry it around on their arms like a boom box. But it's got several size speakers, so these are woofers on both sides, and then it's got a bigger speaker here and a smaller speaker here. So it sounds decent. It sounds decent. I don't know if it's worth $160, but it's probably worth 80. Anywho, okay, time to work on the alarm for your desk again. They took off the sensor and the alarm goes off. Oh yeah, that would have been. We should do that again too. More likely something with microg or something that's not working should then be purely my fault. Not permanently connecting the ESP would also make upgrading the board easier too. Yeah, totally. I wonder if he's been using ESP32s for this. I wouldn't. It seems to be working fine, just like it is. All right, let's go through this. Let's go through this HASP1 thingy here. Okay. We know what the project is, right? It's basically you take an ESP8266 and a 2.4-inch nextion display. I'm sure he has links here to all of those things. You can buy an assembled one from him. You can buy the PCB from him, or he has all the files here that you could want. Purchase an assembled board, build your own. Check out the build guide. That's what we want. That's where we're going to go. 2.4 LCD touch display. We're going to click these links too, just so we can see what they are. Oh, they got them on Amazon? Wow. So $30 on Amazon. I thought they were cheaper on IT'd. Of course, I'm sure it helps Luma. I'm sure it helps Luma if you use his affiliate links. But actually, once you click on the link like that, and then you buy something else on Amazon, Luma gets some credit anyway. So keep that in mind. Even if you don't buy that thing, you can still help by buying something else after you've clicked on the link. So it's useful. So as it gets close to Christmas time, just go to Amazon or go to my site, click my links, and then go do all your Christmas shopping. You don't have to do anything different, and helps me. Here we go. Basic series. These are the ones. I just want to see what the price difference is, because Amazon sometimes is similar and sometimes it's not. So it's 22. So that, gosh, I would say that Amazon is not that bad. So $23, and then there's probably a shipping fee. So if you add this to the cart and then do shipping, it's probably going to, let's just see what shipping, if they're going to ask about shipping. I don't think IT does free shipping. So even if they charge just a couple dollars in shipping, yeah, I don't know. I don't think they give free shipping, but still, it's $6 more if you do the Amazon link, and you get it right away, probably, right? Didn't it show up right? Didn't it say it was ready to ship? Yeah, Prime. When will it arrive? Gosh, I could get it on Tuesday. So, there you go. Not bad. Not bad. Ooh, do you want to fill it up? Thanks, baby. I love when the kids come to get some, because then they can fill it up. And the D1 minis are pretty darn cheap. Oh, these aren't cheap. They used to be cheap. Used to be just a couple dollars each. There's probably other links. Oops, other ESP8266s. D1 mini. You might have to buy a bigger pack to get it cheaper. So yeah, here we go. There's 5 of them for $15. So they're $3 each there. 3 of them for $12. 2 of them for $9. So you got $3-4, somewhere between $3 and $5 maybe for that. If you get them on AliExpress or something, they're like $2. All right. What else? Let's go back here. Oh, and then he's got these 3D printed stuff. You can do switch plates. So if you can put it in the wall, which is really cool. I think this is great. I should be doing this more often. I haven't been doing this. I need to. And maybe that's what we'll do with this. And then what else does he have here? The Meanwell power supply. So $12 for that. So what are we up to? We at 30 and 12, so 42 plus. So we're around 50. And then I think he said, oh, do you need my help? Thank you, baby. Get a 32. Anyways, I'm curious to see, Tech Turtle, if he has firmware for 32. I'm very curious. Doing what we could pass to them. Parents pay their living for at least 18 years anyhow. Oh, it says. That's what we have kids for. Is that just a touch TFT screen? Good question. Let's look at specifically what it is. LCD touch screen. TFT, uploading TFT file via the SD card. FAT32 format, etc., etc. Sold by DIY malls. Does that help? Does that answer your question? All right. So that's it. Some grommets, PCB headers, some wire, self-tapping screws. He does a really good job. This Luma builds good stuff. Like when he sent me one in a package like this, you know, where he printed this thing for me and everything. And you know, he like melts in the screw, you know, because there's the screws down in there for this thing here, and this thing can come off of here. It's on there really pretty good, but it can come off. So you could use this, you know, however you want, but it's got this little stand here. Anyways, the nut part of this is like melted in there and everything, so it's pretty well built. Well built, Luma. Well built. I'm sure he'd be on stream if I told him we were talking about this. Thank you, baby. What are you doing? I'm watching Frozen. Oh, good. All right. It looks like he has, is that a temp sensor on there? Might be a new version of the PCB that has something else on there. That looks like a transistor or something. All right. So, anywho, let's do the thing now. Yeah, see, so he does have this thing, which I didn't have, and this thing, which I didn't have. Those are not on the PCB versions that I have, so that's cool. What is that thing? Is that a temp sensor? That's genius if it is. Should be. No, it's not. It's just a transistor. Actually, I think I have some of those. Oh, that link says unavailable. Do not connect AC power and USB at the same time. Boom. All right. So once we get the thing together, let's do the programming stuff. Let's program it. This we're going to need because we do need to know where on the D1 Mini to connect things. Although let's use this one. Let's take this one and reflash it. We're going to reflash this one right here. The one that's welded on there that I already soldered on. Let's flash that one. I think that's what I want to do. That way I don't have to solder together a new ESP30 or ESP8266. Pins, protoboard, let's try, where is, so the next page should give us the software. PCB assembly, schematic, debug output. Where's the programming part? New hardware build docs are being rewritten. Check the original. I would bet. I wonder if he has the flash page. Wouldn't that be good if he had a flash page? Screen modification can be important depending on the case you use. Has some smarts and display templates. Put a DAC in a 3.5 jack would be a pretty good alarm clock controlled by Home Assistant. They do have a Discord server. Do you still have to upload this with Arduino? No, here's the bin. Okay, good. He does have a bin. So this is a D1 Mini bin. All right, good. So we'll download this. Because I do remember that you had to go, you did have to go do, go to Arduino and upload before. So it's nice that he has a precompiled bin file now. All right, let's just send this here. Oh, look, I already have it right there. But the one I have is from 2018. Let's replace that with the new one. Okay. But now we can take this. So now we're going to take this guy and going to just plug it into the computer here with a cable that I know is data. And I don't think I have to do the disk or the SD card to load it onto the other thing anymore. I think I can do it this way now. But this means I got to use Flash Easy, which I haven't used in forever. Or I got to use the ESP Home Flasher. That's what we're going to use. ESP Home Flasher. ESP Home Flasher. We'll try this guy right here. All right. Port COM4. Let's make sure there's not another one. Okay. Browse. We'll find that file. Switchplate bin. Okay. And flash. Okay, there we go. We're flashing. Flash. That airplane flew right over my head for a couple of years. Which one? Just hit me why I was getting all those hilarious things said to me on calls videos. For whatever reason, never put Christmas lights and that together. Said to me on calls? Does that happen to me? I don't understand. I'm confused. Luma's buy me a coffee. Thank you very much, Sir Good Enough. That's very, very good thing to do right now. Buy Luma a coffee. No ADHD here, I promise. Yeah, me neither. Interested to see if this is any easier than last time. Appreciate it became so much easier with blueprints. And it was more difficult, but I find it too clunky. It's not too bad. Oh, I look like the EMT guy? Oh, yes. Oh, boy, look at that thing go. Wonder if that means it's done. No. Waiting for LCD connection. Oh, okay. Okay. Sweet. I think that there's probably going to be a Wi-Fi network to connect to. I should just totally read the docs. Justin, why don't you read the doc? Oh, sure enough. There's an HA Switchplate Wi-Fi network right there. So we're going to connect to it. I probably have already put in the password some time ago. Yep, I did. So there we go. Let's see. If I tilt it. Anyways, you guys know what this says. So basically it says configure Wi-Fi, info, exit, update. So we are going to configure the Wi-Fi so that it will connect to my network. Okay. You guys looking at my password? Password peekers? Okay. Not that you don't know it because I haven't changed it. I am going to, oh shoot. Where do I want to put this? I really do want these to be more. I want them to be around more. I want to use them. Okay. I will put the. I'll go ahead and put the MQTT broker information in. Hopefully, I can remember my. Let's see. It's 19. My home assistant IP address, and then the username for all of the things that use MQTT. New people here, there's no way they're gonna be able to follow this. Okay, save. Match the format. Oh, sorry. Okay. So now it's going to save and connect to my network. I don't think we could see it that time. You were cringing, huh? Oh, good. Now look, so it's still connected. It's still connected. This is great. It's still connected to the USB. So we're getting all this. Oh, shoot. Move that thing out of the way. So we're getting all this. So here we go. Connected to the network, and it's got an IP address, 131. Perfect. Let's see. Attempt to connect to the broker. Failed to connect. Try again. Oh, success. MQTT connection failed. So maybe I put the MQTT information in wrong. It's very possible. So it was 131, it said, right? So that was the IP address now of this device. Oh my gosh. Forgive the retinas. 27, this password. I thought that was the same password. We'll try it again. It may be wrong. I don't remember my MQTT password at this point. Oh, see you, James. Bye. Loitering at the airport bar, watching the dock. Awesome. Okay. Looks like we still have the error. MQTT broker ping check success. Broker port success, so it's just the password's wrong. What did I do about the password? Oh man. Password checker. Why do you do this stuff on screen? Just trying to get your blood pressure up, sir. Good enough. Just trying to get your heart rate up. Well, I think though. Well, let's do this. Gosh, what was it? Is it not in your secrets? Yeah, it probably is. Well, no, it's the user. Time for a notebook for passwords, yeah. Well, anyways, I think we can keep doing some of this without that for now. So here's what one of the things we have to do still is putting the software on the display. And I thought you could do that through this. Firmware, update firmware, reboot device, reset LCD back, factory set, reset settings. Let's go. Let's find the others that I have. Oh, the desk one is disconnected. Office wall. Oh man, I was hoping it would give me the associated devices or all that stuff. I'm just trying to goof around. That's all I'm doing. Just goofing. Doing the goofing. What's that? YubiKey? Make life easier? What's a YubiKey? What is this? Most of the stuff I have is 1Password. I did do the Vault one for a little while, but not anymore. And then this is the part where I typically spill those beans. Don't spill the beans. How's that? I put up the camera when I was trying to hide my password. I just want to try and find the other HA Switchplate that already has running, because reading the instructions is hard. We don't want to have to do that, do we? We want to just flounder a little bit. HASP wall 97. Okay. So I can go here and I can go to 197. 197. There we go. MQTT. Yeah, this is the tricky part. I wonder if it's because I don't have anything connected to it. Maybe if we connect the display to it, we'll get that to show up. All right, well, we can try that. So let's look at this. So right here we have the pins to connect the display. All right, and might as well use this display, although it would be good to use a display that is potentially not pre-flashed, but I'm not sure I have any of those. So we're going to use this display right here. So we are going to go with, we're going to go 5 volts ground and RX and TX, and on here, I don't remember which one's which, and it doesn't matter, because if it's wrong, we're just going to switch them. So ground is down here, and 5 volts is here. And then we're going to do RX and TX here. And if they're wrong, it's okay. You just switch them. All right. Did you catch all that? Now we go back here and let's just reboot the device, and maybe we'll see if it shows up, if it realizes that it has a display connected now. Maybe. It's unlikely, but it's, we can hope. We can hope. Nope. It's not showing up. But that could be because this RX and TX is switched, so we can switch those. Okay. Try again. All right. Well, we might have to read the instructions. We might have to read the instructions. It allows updating HMI display code too, if I recall correctly. It does. Firmware update. Oh, the LCD one. Oh, here you go. Thank you very much. Who said that? Chris. Thank you, Chris. All right, good. So from here, maybe we can update this. Can be risky if interrupted. The LCD will be given an error message until successful firmware update has completed. Failed LCD updates on HASP1 hardware prior to version 1 may require a hard power cycle of device. Okay, that's like if you've got it installed in your wall, then you're screwed. Let's try it from the URL. Let's try it. If you got fingers, cross them. Oh boy. Oh boy. Of course, if my RX and TX are read instructions, I didn't sign up for this. Oh, good. Oh, good. Chris did this earlier today. Nice. So which is RX and TX? I wonder. I don't know if anything is happening on my display. Oh, sweet. It is, actually. I should just turn it over. Well, you can't see it. Maybe I can change my exposure. So on the display, it is giving me like a progress. It's telling me about the progress. It's writing data. It's at 12%, 13. So it is not going fast, but it's going. It is going. Cool. All right, make sure the ESP8266 is updated first. Oh, good call. Whoops. Does anyone have a link for the ESP8266 AT firmware? Expressive link doesn't work anymore. What is that, Panda Boy? What's the AT firmware? Gotta get off of this thing. Are we halfway through the stream? Is it time for another PCB Way plug? I think it is. PCB Way. Thanks for the sponsor. Check them out. You can make your HA Switchplate circuit boards there. I wonder what other, I always want to like look through their, what are some good PCB, I should ask them to 3D print some stuff for me. PolyJet, what is some of this? Select your CAD file. So you can upload your STLs, OBJ, etc., etc. And then you tell them what you want it to be made out of. I wonder if they do, oh, whatchamajigget. Well, it's okay. So they resin. Oh, yeah. So they do resin. So you can get them to resin print stuff for you. Aluminum. Are you kidding? Wow. Wow. Sheet metal. Laser cutting and bending. Injection. I wish I was there. I would so love to, like, can you imagine if you had access to be able to do things with all this equipment? Oh my gosh. It's a tinker's heaven. Get your HA plate casing and cover plates printed. Faster than good enough. What? Oh. Oh, you did it before he did. I see what you mean. Right? This is like the ultimate maker lab, huh, Neil? DrZzs Maker Lab. I wish they were, and I know you guys heard me say this, but we were going to go visit PCB Way's factory in 2020, the beginning of 2020. And of course, we didn't get to make it. Maybe someday, though. Maybe someday, if I live long enough. How we doing? We're at 45% on there. It is slow. It is slow. Well, that's good to know, though. So you don't have to go in and you don't have to get an SD card and put the file on the SD card and put the SD card into the display, you can just upload it from the ESP8266. So that's good. That's mucho good. That is mucho good. And we'll get into, oh, you know what? Let's start fixing the one that I have. So this one that's on the wall right now, let's go into Home Assistant and work on fixing this one because it's wrong. It's wrong. Now I'm trying to remember, where does he have an integration for these? I'm trying to remember. Where do we change this stuff? I know it's automations, but I'm wondering about, because there's a way that you can get it to display all your stuff. You can like have a whole page, and I did at one point. Do I still? Yeah, I do. Jeez. So you can have it do this right here, where you can make changes to your. This one is disconnected now. This one's no longer active because I'm moving this one up to the Hobbit house. But this one, Hobbit house. But this here, there are ways that you can change things, and maybe it's all through the blueprints. Which is the active page, backlight, the colors, firmware automations, HASP admin. Oh, that's taking me to that page. I should probably update this one, shouldn't I? Oh, it doesn't look like it wants to pull up. I know it works. I use it to turn my lights on in here all the time. Let's look at the blueprints. So these are all the blueprints that have to do with this particular one, right? Clock, weather, month and day, color theme. Oh, these are all the blueprints. So actually, let's go to the automations of that one. Oh, come on, man. Here we go. Let's go to the automations for this one. Displays a toggle button, displays a toggle button. Okay, so these are the toggle buttons, right? These are the automations that made the toggle buttons. Ring, ring. You found Chin. Thank you very much for subscribing. What should we do for him, guys? Should we do the squirrels? Let's do. Yeah, I did do the blueprints before. And I just was actually, you wouldn't think so. Look, it looks like he pooped on my head. You wouldn't think so, but I did just go through this not long ago. All right, if we go here and edit, the thing I wanted to change here was some of this like text. There is, here we go. So when you do these blueprints and it makes these automations, so this automation right here creates the button on the HA Switchplate. And you can modify the heck out of it. It's already created. So what I just want to modify is this. Wait, why does it say desk? Is that the wrong? That's the wrong one. Desk. Oh, that's the wrong one. I don't want desk. I want the wall. Office wall. This one. This office on this one. I want this one. What I want to change is the text that's on the display. So text to display when the entity is on. I actually want it to say when it's on. Well, I don't know. How do you, this is what's got me mixed up. I want it to, because when it's on and then you press it and then it's off. Is that what we want to say? I felt like it was backwards. If it's, maybe that's okay. Maybe this one's okay. But the one that's wrong is the one about the shades. So I have another one to toggle the shades, to open and close the shades. Yeah, that's it. Let's change this one. Shades up and shades down. Let me see. Let me go look at it. Oh no, this thing turned off. Oh crap. Uh-oh. 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 Okay, that's better. It's fixed. But this has me concerned. This definitely has me concerned. Definitely concerned right now about this. All right, let's see what we got. MQTT is still not connected, and oh dear. Oh dear. I wonder if it failed partway through the upload, huh? Yeah, my OCD on the up and down. What did I do wrong? Huh. Let's just try and hard power down and power up. And we're getting nothing on the display now. Nothing, 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 nothing. Ah, phooey. I wonder why it stopped. Anyways, now we're starting over. Crap. Okay. Well, while it's doing that, should we mess with Rhasspy Jr? Consistent on the upper and lower case? It actually doesn't fit. I just was looking at it. It didn't fit. So let's fix it. Wall shades toggle. Let's fix it. 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 It is right. It's just up and down. Oh, I see what I did. That gotcha. So shades down doesn't fit, and it's probably because I have this. I have the font too big. So where can I change the font? Button, page, device, toggle. Somewhere in here you can change the font size. Here it is, right here. So let's change it. Let's make it a little bit smaller. And then let's fix this. Let's fix so we don't offend anybody's eyes. I like it to be both capital. Is that better? You okay now? Oh, maybe I need to update the 8266. Yeah, Richard, you're right. Somebody even said that. I blew it. Didn't I? I blew it. Is this thing still reading the output here? Sending root page to client connected from 28. Serial port closed. Oh, that's because I... So did you guys, so sort of switching to Rhasspy now for a second. Did you guys read, or did you guys watch Alex's video? I get his mixed up with Reed all the time. It's not Smart Home Solver. It's Everything Smart Home. Everything Smart Home. Alex. He has a, he just did a video on Rhasspy Jr. And he made it seem like it just would work. When he did it, it just worked. Oh, it makes you stay on the page. Oh shoot! Instead of what I just did, which was shut it down. It's still moving. It's still going. Lewis, what did I say? Alex? Oh my gosh! More Dr. Pepper. Yeah, maybe it's not gonna work because I didn't stay on the page. Now it won't let me connect at all. But it is doing something. So in the meantime, though, let's get rid of the non-Rhasspy Junior. You know, the regular Rhasspy. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of this. We're gonna delete it. We're gonna go into the config, and we're gonna delete the code that we put in there. So there was some stuff we put in here. Oh, we took it out, didn't we? Oh no, this intent script. Right, we did take this out. We'll at least just we'll just kind of highlight that out. I don't think there was anything else. I think that was it. All right. We can go to hacks, and let's get rid of. Was it in hacks where this thing was? Maybe it was in the add-ons. Update that in the meantime. 58%, it looks like. Pending restart, that's just fine. Let's go to add-ons, and if the full Rhasspy was in here, then let's get rid of that too. Let's uninstall that. All right, now, so that should have gotten rid of everything that was Rhasspy related before. Now we go to the add-on store, and I had already put in the repository for Rhasspy, so I got Rhasspy here. And now they're saying, so instead of Rhasspy Junior, now it's called Rhasspy Assistant. Very good, thank you. Oh, no, wait, never mind, scratch that. There's Rhasspy Junior. Oh, Luma's here. Yeah, what's up, dude? There is some HASP1 hacking going on, and I'm not following any instructions. It's a horrible, horrible thing. But I have been using mine still, and I was getting one ready for the Hobbit house, and I got out all these old ones that I hadn't been using. I'm like, I gotta get these going. And so what we're doing right now, and you can tell me where my pitfalls are about to come. We loaded the D1 Mini with the firmware there, and we connected up the display. And then instead of like putting in the SD card and doing that, we just went to the user in or the web interface and are loading up the firmware on the display from the URL. But it's possible that the 8266, the D1 Mini there, doesn't have the latest firmware of its own. I didn't do that first. So last time I did this, it kind of pooped out. So maybe that was why. I don't think I need. Oh, look at this Jabra. Oh my gosh, this is great. So built-in audio analog, that would be really good too, but isn't that great? So Jabra, there we go. Save, done. And then we'll start this. And now we're switching gears again, Luma. This is the, have you played with Rhasspy, Luma? Have you played with this? This is local voice assistant. So it can do all of your displays or do all of your Home Assistant stuff with a voice without any cloud stuff. So pretty cool anyways. Oh yeah, update the 8266 first, the latest HASP1 release. You'll get his high-speed serial for the next gen. You can now do 921 kilobytes for the HASP1. Okay, cool. All right, well, this is about to fail probably, and then I'll do that way. Because last time I did it, I looked over and it was gone. It was off. So then if it fails again, we'll just do it the right way. We're at 96% on this right now. So when Lewis did his Rhasspy Junior thing, he basically just did this, and then he just said the thing, and he called it Terminator. I don't get how he did that. During the lockdowns in 2020, came a long way since then. Good to see it making its way to Home Assistant. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a pretty good thing for Home Assistant. Oh, yep, there it went. So it just shut down. So probably because of this. So let's just unplug this guy. Plug it back in. We should be able to get this connection. There we go. All right, let's first, we're going to update firmware, and first we're going to update the ESP from the URL. That's what smart people do. What smart people do is listen to Luma. That's what they do, and read the docs. Let's see. What does this say? Intent load, hand loaded. Okay. So we have every indication that this thing is working, right? And there's no UI for this Rhasspy Jr, which is kind of too bad. Mine was Porcupine. That doesn't work. Turn off office lights. No. Let's see. How did he set it to Terminator? He was saying Terminator. Maybe that was when he did the full one. The Alarm 5 is here. Do I need to stay on this? Maybe he was referring to the full version. Yeah, maybe he was. All right, let's go here. We did this. Oh, wait. Now let's see. Let's see what the firmware version is, right? This will show us the firmware version. Three 3.02. There's the IP. Okay. All right, let's try this again. Oh, whoops. I hit the wrong one. Yep. Oh, no, I did the wrong one again. Oh, gosh. What am I? I'm an idiot. No UI for Junior. I hit the wrong button. Now we get to do this again. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay. Are you still making these, Luma? You still got them for your... Yeah, fail button. Let's do the fail for sure. I'm dope. Feeling dopish today. Just run some scripts to pull in all the sensors and entities. No, yeah, just reapply. Okay, good. No, we don't want to do the easy thing, Neil. This is not the place for easy things. This is not the place where we do it easy or right. Okay? We just do it again and again and again. Oh my gosh. Okay. Now we're going to do update, and we're going to do the LCD from the URL. All right, we're cruising. This time it's going to work. This time it's going to work. Making all the mistakes so you don't have to. Since how long? 2017. Oh, Mycroft. That's probably right. Hey, Mycroft. Oh, and it doesn't do any sound either to let you know that it did anything. We're going to stay on this page, though. We're not going to take this page off. Well, Pinky is the smart one, and I'm the brain. Yeah, that's right. I'm the brain with no pinky. I have no pinky, just me. Eventually it'll work. Eventually it'll work. Well, I still love the HA Switchplates, Luma. I still do. I like, that's why I want to take one up to the wHobbit-House. So at the wHobbit-House, I want to be able to display some important things like the battery voltage, like the hot tub temperature, the hot water temperature, the whether or not the solar is producing, how much power we're using, there's a lot of stuff that I want to be able to display, and I want a reliable display, and I don't want to give too much. So I don't want to have like, I mean, I could do a tablet on the wall and Home Assistant and stuff, but I just want this. I just want it to be a small, because I don't want it to be too in your face. And I want it to be able to be buttons. So if somebody wants to, like if I want to start the generator, I don't want to have to go to my phone and all that stuff. I just want to go there and push the button and start the generator. So that's what we're going to do. Using MQTT connection error 5, which is not authorized. Typically that means the bad user password. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, I think I have my password wrong. But do I need MQTT anymore? We still need that? Or does it interface directly with Home Assistant now? 26%. Anyway. Sir Goodenough says, oh, he forgot his password and we won't tell him what it is. Yeah, guys, come on. What's my password, please? Not to replace a web browser, but for smaller, lighter, lightweight interactions that should be quick one-hit button detail. Yeah, that's what I want. That's what I want. I want it to just be a simple thing, unobtrusive in its appearance. And I may even, I need to, did you see what I did with the camera up there? You guys know what I did with the camera, right? The camera that's inside the Hobbit house. I have a camera inside the Hobbit house, and it's in a 3D printed Eye of Sauron tower, you know, that's like 2 feet tall. And I made the camera the eye, and I painted it and everything. So it's kind of, I'm not trying to hide the camera. I tell everybody there's a camera. If you go up there, there's a camera. Okay, it's my stuff. I don't want it to get broken or robbed or whatever. So there's cameras, whatever. If you don't want it, if you don't want to stay in a place with cameras, don't go to the Hobbit house. But I made the camera look like something cool, and that's what I want to do with this too somehow. I'm thinking like the Palantir, you know, the Palantir that's the bowling ball looking thing, right? That they use the whatever. I kind of think maybe something like that. It's still 100% how it's all works in the back end, which makes it available to system. So okay. And then I'm gonna have to try my password a couple more times then. Wanted to plunder the place. Yeah, you can't. Sorry, Alexander. No plundering allowed. No plundering allowed. Where can I get the STL files for the camera housing? They are on Thingiverse. So I just did those camera housings. It's just Thingiverse. It's actually a dice tower. Was what it was. I don't think I'm going to spell it right. I don't remember. Yeah, I did spell it right. It's just this huge dice tower. I don't think that's the one. I think it's this one. But mine was bigger. When I printed was even bigger. Maybe it's this one. This is the pocket dice tower. I don't want it's not the pocket dice tower. Easy print without support. But this would probably be, you know, this would be an even easier one. But basically, I just did this, and then I did have to kind of notch out, and I just did it with a file. I just notched out the file, the sides there. Let's see if this guy is the guy that did the big one too. Nope, he's not. Lower half. Dice tower? Unless this guy, well, that's not it. It doesn't look like that. Didn't look like that. Didn't look like that. Dice box. So this guy did kind of the same thing, but mine, the one that the way I did it was better. Oh, maybe there's another page of them. There's not. Where is it? Well, I know it's in here. Baradur. Here it is. Dice Tower Mordor. That's why it's called Dice Tower Mordor. Oh, out. We're at 82% over there. Really? What the heck? This is it right here. Sauron's Tower. This is it. Jeez. That was harder to find. No wonder I... Okay. Should upload it as a remix if you changed it. I think I could do that. Because I did do something up there. I took the top part, and at first I loaded it into one of those thingy CAD or whatever, you know, the CAD things that you can modify. I modified this piece. a little bit and just cut out a thing here so that you could take a Reolink pan tilt zoom camera and just drop it in there because they make a black one. I found it first. But anyways, that's what I did. So with this HA Switchplate, I got to do something cool as well. And making it into like a Palantir would be pretty fun. All right. 99. Update successful, and then it goes black. Does it go black because, like Josh said, you might need to add the integration for Rhasspy? Oh yeah, duh, that's true. Because we're doing. Not only are we swirling, but we're doing two things at once, simultaneously. Holy cow! Dave Smith catching up from Pennsylvania. Thanks for catching up, brother. Good luck. I do not envy you trying to follow what I'm doing today. We are all over the dang place. All right. So probably, I guess this thing should go back to the main page, right? Once it's done. So maybe it's because, I wonder why that is. Well, maybe it's because I'm not, I doubt this is it. Oh, I need to manually restart. Oh, okay. Yeah, I do have the old PCB. So power down, power up. Display is not showing me the things. Still got my password wrong. Broker port check. I swear that's the password. I swear it is. But I should be able to do that one on the serial. Monitor sensor pin. No. LCD firmware version 3. Is that the right version? Switching now. So what if you say, hey, Mycroft, turn off office fan? It worked. Hey, Mycroft, turn on office fan. Oh my gosh. It worked. It was that easy. What? 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 That was amazing. Dude. Wow. That was pretty good. Junior is that easy. Holy cow. That was pretty flippin' easy. Holy smokes. Okay, well now what am I going to switch back and forth to when I'm messed up on this? All right, let's try another password. I think I know what another password might be. Maybe this is it. The benefit of Junior is that it now works with all the domains and entities too. Play also, but I can't get the darn settings page for Rhasspy Jr. I can't just copy and paste either, can I? Yeah, there's no settings page for Junior. It just works. So what I did for the password, my password in, it's just another user. So if you go to like users, it's right there. Ugh. Let's go over here. My password's not here. It's like, there's this guy at IP address 131 who keeps trying to log in. Don't worry, boss. We blocked him. Lowercase is the username? And then it's listed in your MQTT broker settings and integrations. Oh, okay. Boo. Oh my. What? Okay, I guess I can do it that way. That's not what I thought I was doing for user and password. Good gravy. So I guess this says, and this is what was in the integration. It just said Home Assistant, and then it had this massively long password. So we'll save those settings. I'm sure it's going to work now. That's not the way I've been connecting with MQTT, though, I didn't think. Then again, I'm not doing that much MQTT anymore. So much of it is other stuff. There we go. Connected. You guys are geniuses. Cannot believe Rhasspy Jr. was that easy. Loving your work. Thank you, David. I didn't, but what I did was flounder around and make it look a whole lot harder than it really is. So, in the HASP1 admin page on MQT username, Chester MQT. Oh. And that's probably, if I changed it, then I could probably use that user, right? That would have probably worked, but this is okay. This works. As usual. Okay, so now we got, so Rhasspy Jr. is set to go. I could tell it to, oh, actually, let's do this, let's say, what are my shades called? So one of the things about this Rhasspy Jr. is you probably have to know for like what your friendly names are for things, right? So I've got these shades. I've got these office right here, and I just need to make sure that I am getting this thing right. Let's see, office shade. So I can just say, hey, Mycroft, open office shade. Oh my gosh. That is incredible. Hey, Mycroft, close office shade. Oops. Mycroft, close office shade. It worked. Oh my word. Holy smokes. What the heck? That is the best. Wow. Okay, now let's go back to this because this is super fun. So we did that. We did that. Now what we need to do is we need to probably, it's set up and it's communicating. So now we need to go into Home Assistant and we probably need to just run the blueprint, right? We go into Home Assistant and we run the blueprint. We go to Blueprints and we do the HASP1 core functionality, right? We create an automation. HASP1 core functionality. And we need to just pick the device from here. Yes, closet. There it is. Beautiful. And then I don't think we need to change anything else, right? We just need to let it go. Don't hold it back anymore. Save. Is that right? I should be, Luma's got videos on this. If I was not a dope, we could just be watching Luma's videos on this because he actually really makes it easy. He really does. And I could also just have Luma join me on the stream, which is what we did before, which was a lot of fun. Let's see, build your own setup for Home Assistant. Now it's time to make it talk to Home Assistant. Here we go.
Hi, this is Alan, developer of the HASP1 device, part of the HA Switchplate line of open source touchscreen home automation.
Oh, I do have an old.
Today I'd like to walk through the first time setup.
Okay, so I do have an old version of the blueprints. Trying to install full Rhasspy Assistant now, but will probably take a while. Looks like you can also ask Rhasspy Jr. questions. Oh, really? It's YouTube Inception. So I can say, hey, Mycroft, is Office Shade open? And I guess I don't remember it answering back. Weird that Mycroft is the trigger word for Rhasspy. Yeah, it's just because it's based on that, right, I guess? No verbal responses, yeah. Not on Junior, gotcha. Okay. Just try Mycroft. We can't get them to fix it. According to documentation, you can. All right, so updating the blueprints of pain. Is it? I should just read the documentations. I'm sorry to make you guys struggle through this with me, and it's 1:30, so we're probably going to stop before too long. Very aware of updates are a problem. Yeah. as Sir Goodenough is very aware, blueprint updates are a problem. Try Minecraft, open shades 25%, see if that works. Okay. Minecraft, open office shade 25%. And it's so fast. Like, you can't get Alexa to do it that fast. You have to delete them and replace them. Oh, except it's going more than 25%. Oh, dear. Good news is it will automatically stop when it gets to the top. Yeah. Minecraft, close office shade. Minecraft thing installed because, man, it looks fantastic. You do got to get this thing installed. So here's one thing to save you some trouble. Minecraft, is office shade open? Let's look at the logs on the Rhasspy. So, and that's Rhasspy Jr. That's Rhasspy Jr. Luma, if you missed it when we were setting that part up. I want to wonder about the logs for this. Sure, that's too bad. Really? Like, but the old blueprints still work, don't they? No verbal on Junior. Yeah, I kind of thought so. Yeah, it must only do open. Let's totally do a live stream again. Minecraft thing install because it looks, yes, you do. Show the ability to ask questions, but not sure how it would verbally reply. Good point. That's why I wanted to look at the logs. Let's look at the logs. Let's go to Rhasspy. Let's look at Rhasspy again. And let's go to the add-on. Right? Not the integration. Let's go to the add-on. And Rhasspy Jr. And look at the logs and see if it says, yeah, handle response. Right there's the problem. It understood what I said. But it probably wanted to give a response and it could not. That would be my guess. Blueprints have been updated several times due to breaking changes at home, so sadly it's a roller coaster that we're stuck on. So as long as breaking changes are a thing, okay. That was what I was going to say. Nicholas, thank you. To do this, you have to buy a Bluetooth speaker microphone. No, you do need a, it's funny that's a great question. Probably what we need to do is figure out what the least expensive USB microphone is that you can use with Home Assistant. What I used, the way to find out, let's go to the Rhasspy documentation real quick, and we'll put off the Switchplate thing, Luma, and we'll do Switchplates together. Let's coordinate a day. Next week I think I'm at the Hobbit house, but let's coordinate a day. So Rhasspy, and let's find the audio inputs, the stuff that's going to work, the hardware that's going to work. Microphone. So he's talking about using, this is interesting. Now, Rhasspy can listen to, and this is not Junior maybe also. So Junior may be different, but it can listen to audio input from a local microphone or from a remote audio stream. So this may be a time where you could, and this is down the road potential, or somebody who's going to do a lot more work than I'm going to be able to do on it, ESP32 with a microphone attached wherever in your house. Right? It can listen to that audio and respond. Pretty cool. I've heard a lot of this. PlayStation Eye camera, probably a very easy way to do it, right? The PlayStation Eye camera, I think they're pretty cheap. So that might be the way to go. The other one is the Rhasspy mic arrays. I don't think these are super cheap. I think these are kind of expensive, but you know, that's okay. That's good. The Pi Hat. This is probably a really good one. Rhasspy 2 mic array for Raspberry Pi. If you're doing Raspberry Pi, that might be good, but we don't want a hat. We want the USB. What I'm using is a Jabra, which is kind of expensive. Feeding audio stream from USB 32. Now I have to do this. Okay, Luma, do it and then tell us how you did, okay? Let's talk. Let's do it. Let's do it, because I don't, you know, that to me is, I know it's there, but I know also that I am not going to have the bandwidth to try it. USB conference microphone. Is this on their list, James? Because this would be perfect. This is all you need. If this will work, if Home Assistant will recognize this, if you plug it in, then this is great. The Jabra one that I got also does have a speaker. I got this Jabra 510, but it's like heavy duty. I mean, this thing, if you buy it new, it's $100 and plus something. I got it from eBay, used for like 40 or something like that, I think. So this works, and this is what I'm using, but I'm not going to say you need to buy this because it's probably a lot better than you need. And it's got a speaker that you don't need, and it's got a battery, and it's got Bluetooth. So blah, blah, blah. Don't buy this. Don't buy this. Just to do Rhasspy Jr., do not buy this. But this, I don't know. Maybe. If it works with Mycroft on the Pi 3, it will likely work. Give an affiliate link anyways. I will. Thank you very much, Signoff. We'll give an affiliate link for this. Actually, no, let's give, well, that's true too. But we also, for Luma, when we were doing this, we did notice that if you can look at my browsing history, the link for your next-gen display for Amazon is good. And it's not that much more expensive than buying it from IT'd directly. So, and we discussed using your links and buying Christmas presents. Maybe I was looking at the wrong Jabra model. There's probably more than one Jabra. I don't want musical instruments. Get me out of here. All departments. My guess is just about any Jabra mic would work. Yeah, they only make good ones. Yeah, so there's other cheap ones. I don't know. I mean, I would say try a cheap one. Although I did try a cheap one. I tried one that I got, I think it was a Banggood one or something like that. And that's probably about so John is probably about the right price from eBay. Like I said, I got one from eBay and it was, I think it was $38 or something like that. But again, it's still more than you need. Let's try Rhasspy Jr. mic, and let's see. There's probably people that have been out there. I just want the Rhasspy Jr. Most of the testing is done with the PlayStation Eye camera. I seriously doubt PlayStation Eye is still a thing. From here. $45, that's way too much. PlayStation 2 iToy camera. Would that work? Maybe. Might be able to do that. Remote audio testing was mainly used with Matrix Voice, excellent MQTT audio streamer. I don't see why an ESP32 with the MQTT audio streamer wouldn't work. I think that would work. You may also be interested in reading this microphone benchmark post that the Snips AI folks did back in 2017. That's a good idea. Maybe they've got some good information about microphones that'll work. I just want it to be an inexpensive microphone. I know there are some of these, right? There's some of these just microphone arrays. We could just try Rhasspy USB. It does have to be USB microphone. I mean, I guess maybe just about any USB microphone. I wonder if anything like this would even work. That's something that maybe what we need to do. Maybe we could do. Let's start collaborating on that. These are relatively cheap, and you can find them on eBay. Maybe what we can do is, oh, there you go. Oh, and that's kind of cool. It kind of goes in the wall or something. IKEA. Is this a? This is a USB microphone? That's an IKEA USB microphone? Bluetooth speaker microphone thing. Interesting. Not played with that. Let's start testing USB microphones and see what works. Okay? And let's help I can't remember the guy's name. I've had chats with him on Discord, but the guy on Discord that is working on Rhasspy and Rhasspy Jr. Can't remember his name. Let's help him make a list of usable microphones for let's see, Sir Goodenough says we got it already. For the Junior. I just want to make sure it works for the Junior though. I don't know if there's a difference. What did you find, Sir Goodenough? If you got a mic speaker combo, you could have an automation that runs a reply via text to speech. USB audio input is standardized. Basically, all mics should work. No driver required. It's part of the USB spec, like mice and keyboards. Oh, cool. Bunch of discussion on mics in the Rhasspy forums. The biggest thing to determine how well it works is the quality of the mic and the distance you are from it. I gotcha. Cheap USB mic works, but doesn't work well at a long distance. Gotcha. As long as your system recognizes it's a mic, it should work. Okay. I wonder if mine didn't. Maybe I should try mine. Maybe I should try that other one again. That's kind of junky. I don't really care. It was a free one. Been working on far-field mics for RPi for use with BirdNet Pi, using a TensorFlow model to record and identify birds around my house. Are you kidding? See? People think I'm smart. I am not smart. Did you hear what he's doing? That is ridiculous. That is a freaking genius. Is it working? How is it going? Are you able to identify birds? That would be so fun. That would be great. Up at the Hobbit house, we hear a lot of birds. That would be super cool to be able to hear a bird and know what it is. Does that happen? Like, is there an app for that? That sounds like there should be an app for that too. And see how well it works on the Jabra. Let me go. I will scoot over here and we'll do that, and then we'll get ready for sign off because I got to get going. Hey, Mycroft, open Office Shades. Hey, Mycroft, turn off office lights. Beautiful. Let's see. Hey, Mycroft, turn on sign off. I don't think that part worked. We'll do this. I don't think it does binary sensors.
It's time for sign off. It's time for sign off. It's time for sign off.
Isn't this amazing?
It's time for sign off.
I love this. Something needs to be wrong with my Try Rhasspy assistant for it still tells me it's working. Nothing's happening. I am floored by this Rhasspy Jr. Floored. It is amazing. I was way across the room, not talking loud at all. I bet you Aleka wouldn't pick that up if I'd have done it that way. Hey, baby. How you doing?
Wrong way.
Wrong way? Holly's all grown up. Use the eBird app for Android to recognize bird calls. Okay, I'm doing that next time. Fire it up on your Pi, feed a mic, and you can start identifying birds. That is awesome. Jabra mic is pretty nice. Would work pretty well. So when you go, if you can go to eBay and go to the Jabra, you can probably find some. The 510 is the one I have. I'm sure it's probably a very good microphone for what it costs. So here's $50 for a used one, $47 for a used one, $29. There's a pretty good one. New in the box. Good luck. Might be, maybe it's true. $39. I think this was actually the guy I bought mine from right here. So it's probably worth that. It's probably worth that much because it works pretty dang well. Okay, guys, how should we sign off today, girls? Are you cracking eggs on my head?
Yeah.
Cracking eggs on my head?
Yeah. You're furry.
Okay. Ready? What do you want to do?
Furry.
Sign off like pirates today. Ready?
Alright.
As always, thanks for watching. Until next time, adios. Arr. Oh, we didn't even get to say that I have a new video coming out. That it's done. I just have to post it and make a thumbnail and all that stuff. Anyways, thanks for being here, guys. Thanks for your help. Luma, you're amazing. Thank you. Sir Goodenough, awesome, always. Everybody else that helped out back and forth, thank you so much. I do still have... Josh, did we get you fixed at all? Not sure what's going on. It's me, second digit Uno. I have no luck with both. Okay. We got to get Josh. Josh, you got to go to the Pixel Heads and let them run you through. There's probably somebody in the Pixel Heads channel that can run you through the troubleshooting a bit more in more detail than I can. And if it's still nothing and you think it's broke, then let me know and we'll try and send you a new one. Okay? All right, everybody. Have a good one. We will talk to you next week. I'll be at the Hobbit-House. We'll be streaming from the Hobbit-House. It'll be just me and Zach. All right. Bye. Oh, wait. We're going to do the outro, right? We have outro now.
Bye.
Oh. There.